russosbrand.com, where the pros are the pros. What I was looking for was, based on the Cena promo on Friday night, the only thing that made sense is they do the double turn, Cody turns heel, Rock shows up and gives Cody the cutthroat. Okay, now that everything makes sense. Let's see if we do that. But that's not what we did. We went to the bro. It amazes me, Stevie. Like, we talk about the Pavlovian dogs, bro. I'm starting to think that Pavlovian dogs have the brains of freaking Albert Einstein with these freaking people. Because, guys, for I don't know if it was the 6th, the 7th, the 8th time, I don't know what it was, but we parade Brock Lesnar out there again. Bro, Triple H's booking is down to two things. If you want to know how Triple H books, this is how he books, guys. It's real simple. Number one, he books for the pop. And number two, he takes that pop and now he puts it on social media. Now he puts it on YouTube so they can tell Disco how they generated 75 million views on Brock Lesnar's return. That's Triple H's bag of tricks. That is it. The pop, and then take that and put that on social media and have 75 million people watch it, and my work is done here. So here comes Lesnar again. It's Lesnar's turn in the rotation. We go from Rock to Cena. Now it's Lesnar's turn in the rotation. Now we see Lesnar and Cena for the 90,000th time, and these people are carrying on like it's the first time we ever saw Brock Lesnar. And I'm sitting there watching, like, again, we're just Goldberg, now Lesnar. That's all we're doing. And, Ben, what's blowing me away more than anything, bro, I swear to you, is their fan base. Like, bro, I've said this as a joke, Stevie, over the last X amount of years. I've said this as a joke. If Triple H went out there in the ring, dropped his drawers, and took a shit in the middle of the ring, the crowd would go nuts. I am actually starting to believe that, Ben and Stevie, because creatively, bro, they don't need to do anything. Nothing, bro. And that crowd, that fan base buys into freaking everything. And Stevie, I swear to God, like, I'm scratching my head and I'm like, these people are actually excited about Brock Lesnar again, and Brock Lesnar and Cena again. Stevie, please help me out, because the mentality of their fan base, they've lost me, bro. I do not get it, man.
I'm going to let Ben go first with this. I can see he's chomping at the bed. And I don't want to come off as bitter or irrelevant and looking for a job. The worst mixture of it's called failure.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, to even get it to that point of what are we doing with bringing back Brock, and there's open liability there. That's crazy. Like, that's a crazy choice to even get to that point. And you had laid this out last week, and it's the return show, and that we're gonna do this, do that, and then the repeat, pay that off, then a return show of somebody else will come back.
And in the meantime, I don't mean to interrupt you, Ben, but what they've done in the meantime is, okay, bring Lesnar in, Gunther goes home, and then when Lesnar's done, we do the big Gunther return. They've already set up the next one. Yeah. Like this, bro, you talk about.
I say there's 12 shows on repeat in a cycle. That's just pretty much what it is. And you plug in who it is.
Yeah.
But here's the what's going on and where the real heat is, where in Unreal, they talk about the Cena turn, and he lays out the phone tree of Nick Khan all the way to The Rock, all the way back around to get to Cena to, like, get the approvals. what's really going on, because Cena on SmackDown pretty much buries Rock in his promo where he turns baby because Cody showed him the way, and all he wants to do is now take the title home because he doesn't want to be forgotten. Like, that's the it of his baby turn. And now we're going into Summerfest with a goddamn street fight between two baby faces. Like, the match could have dictated that choice. Instead, you leave everybody scratching their head going, you just threw 7 months of a heel turn out the window.
But hold on, Ben. Hold on. Let me correct you. Because you don't leave everybody scratching their head. Those people at that show and the 1.56 million that watch, whatever, they don't care.
Let me put heat on the audience that was there, because they are dirt sheet marks, and like they are Russo brand listeners or Stevie Richard show listeners. When you guys talk double turn, or any of us did, they're trying to do on the bouye spots to like start healing on Cody, and he hasn't even done anything to turn heel in the match. They think that they're smart and that, oh, well, they turned him, so we're going to turn him, and we'll play the fourth man in this fucking match and try and do it. And then they don't make that choice. So now the audience is just trying to get their shit in all these smart mark 30 to 40-year-old dudes, dude. And it just was such bad options to choose before the match. We're supposed to be baby faces and we're going to go hit each other with weapons. It makes no sense whatsoever, dude. So by the time we got to the end of that, and then they bill it as Cena passed the torch to Cody. Well, I thought he wanted the belt, so he's not forgotten. Like, that's what you just told me 72 hours ago. So they've Jeremy pivoted once again. And now whatever I think Travis Scott bought a ring. He got in there for 2 days, got his clock clean, and said, this, I'm not doing that. And then Rock and whatever didn't want to come and save what Ari wanted him to do again. And we're pivoting. Now they're just going, we got 5 months left to sell a ton of t-shirts. We should have done this from the jump. Let's just go this way. I think there's a bigger break going on behind the scenes between that power structure than is being let on because of the choices we saw from Friday to Sunday.
And
then no choices on Monday.
Yeah. And let's add to that, Stevie, no Rock SummerSlam promotion at all. Not a tweet. Absolutely nothing. Go ahead, Stevie. What's your take?
Yeah, first and foremost, I did get a word just now, breaking news. You can hit the music if you want.
Oh my God, hold on.
Yeah, it's very early in this. Actually, you can, that goes with it too.
You wanted to break in? Hold on. Steve, you got to be specific with me.
People have accused us of having the wild conspiracy theory that Triple H is a mark for himself, and there's no proof of that, except maybe now, because Summerfest has now been renamed to Triple H Fest. So
it's about damn time.
You didn't watch it, but guess who opened night 2?
Triple H. And then Stephanie introduced the main event. So just like when he doesn't have an answer, enjoy the show. All right, let's get back to this. This is something, and I'm crediting Dutch with this because Dutch is the most recent one, and you've worked with Dutch, Vince. Sometimes you got to give the people exactly what they're expecting, predicting, and want.
Absolutely.
Occam's razor, the simplest solution.
Yes.
This should have been the double turn because the double turn is proven to work. Brett and Austin proved that at WrestleMania 13. Now, I thought for a fact that we have something here, and you can speak more. You both have booked and written TV. The double turn would have worked great because Cena gets the final babyface send-off. Cody finally has that new layer of paint on him with a new look and a really the same truth, but people hate him for it. Now what we got is, who's Cody going to defend the title against? Even more importantly, you're going to spend your last few months of your career working an angle and a storyline with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar just came back. How are you going to have him run through everybody right off the bat? So is Lesnar going to do the job, or is Cena going to do the job for Lesnar before he retires? You booked yourself into a really bad corner right now where The simplest solution was exactly what everyone was expecting and would have drew more money